Everybody, welcome back. I'm Tom Glover, the Keto Cook. Today we're going to be doing a quick and easy stir fry. Let's cook.
Welcome back to Las Vegas. The food here is outrageous. Tom Garvey, the Keto Cook, makes foods without a hook. Sit right back and watch him cook.
Today's ingredients are going to be really simple. Okay, I'm going to use pork tenderloin. This is kind of small, but I tell you what, it was a good price. $6.50. Okay, you can't go wrong with that. I'm going to use some my standbys. I'm going to use some scallions. Okay, a couple red pepper, mini bells, and also some garlic. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this zucchini here and I'm going to cut these into fries, and we're going to fry them up. This is a great substitute for potatoes. All right, let's cook. All right, first things first, I'm just going to take this zucchini, I'm going to whack it in half. Now, I'm going to explain something to you here. This meal that I'm getting ready to prep, okay, was just thought about probably 10 or 15 minutes ago. Sometimes we run into the issue of, guess what? Don't know what to make for dinner. We went to the store yesterday and got some, come on, oil. We got some meat and stuff in. I got to tell you, prices are still ridiculous. I'm telling you, it's getting worse and worse, especially for today now. Everybody was getting ready for the 4th of July. Prices almost doubled what they want for beef and stuff. So like I said before, I will stick with pork and chicken for now until the prices get down. All right, so what we're going to do is, me and Marie, we turn around and say, what do you feel like eating? It's almost like every time we look at each other, make it simple, make it quick, and it's still hot out here. Okay, so there we go. I'm going to make these into fries. I got the oil in the pan, and I'm getting that heated up. Now, this is just enough for the two of us. Put the other one on. Right here, you see you got the lineup for the barrel. Put that in like this, oiled up here. And this should be enough just for the two of us. And there again, I'm going to take the pork, I'm going to slice the pork up. And what we'll do is, we'll make a nice little stir fry. Maybe add a little oyster sauce to it, or hoisin or something like that. Okay, there you have right there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put these onto a plate. I'm going to put some paper towels on them. Try to dry them off a little bit, because they are super moist. Now, zucchini basically is 90% water, and the rest is the fiber on here. But there was a place in New Brunswick, New Jersey we used to go to all the time. And they made these. I don't know how they cut them. They were almost like they called it angel hair zucchini. And what it had a light breading on them. They, I guess, would just dredge them through some flour. Okay, put them in the deep fryer. Jeez, boy, I can't talk. Put them into the deep fryer. Just lightly put a quick brown on them, put them up, and I'm telling you what, squeeze lemon over the top of that. That was fantastic. All right. Okay, 2 mini bells, 2 scallions, also some I think there was 4 or 5 cloves of garlic there, and then over here I have something for a garnish at the end, little green onions. Now I got to explain something to you. I've been using a lot of the green onions, scallions. Okay, the regular onions I'm having a hard time keeping. I don't understand what's going on. Maybe it might be the heat, or I don't know. But I seem to be buying onions, bring them home, and like 2 or 3 days later, they are shot. Okay, they just are horrible. So for 2 for 88 cents, 2 bunches of scallions, that's where I'm going. And it seems to work out a lot better for us and also for storing. Okay, I'm going to cut these into medallions. Just probably about 3/4 of an inch thick. Because this size right here is going to cook up pretty quick. It's a nice size. Okay, nice size bite right there. Don't need to get it any smaller. Okay, just getting ready to finish this up here a little bit. So like I said, you want to keep them pretty uniform, so they all do cook at the same time. And I tell you what, for $6.56, feeding 2 people, not bad. Also, very keto, but I might kick it up a little bit here. I'm debating right now how I want to do this. If I'm going to make a sauce for it or something. So you'll know as soon as I know. Okay, there it is. Let's fire up this kitchen. We got the wok heating up, and what I'm going to start doing is I'm going to add these in a little bit at a time. I don't want it to overcrowd it, and then what happens is you just wind up steaming it anyway. So now this stainless steel wok right here, it gets hot. The sides up on here really get hot, and so I got to compensate a little bit. There again, when you buy equipment and stuff, you really got to test it out, make sure that it really works for what you want. Sometimes you get something and it's just don't work. All right, little Tommy spice on here. Now I got the oil also heating up, and let me check the temperature on it. 280. So what I'm going to do is, there again, make sure that you do this if you're going to be deep frying on top of your stove, especially a gas stove. So what we want to do is shut the gas off, okay? And then I'm going to drop in a couple fries just to test it, okay? No boil up, it's not boiling over, and I'm going to add a couple more in. Now, there again, small pot, a blend of olive oil and also some avocado oil that I'm using. If you can see right here, they're starting to float to the top. So I'm going to drop a few more in, okay? Now I'm going to turn the gas back on. You want to keep this 300, 325, no more, no less. Okay, there it is right there. Just gonna let that cook up, gonna let that crisp up a little bit, and we're gonna take them off, and then we're gonna finish everything together. All right, everything's moving along quite a bit here, and I got the pork. I'm taking some out as it's finishing up, because this is gonna get cooked in. I'm gonna make a nice little, decided to make a nice little sort of gravy for it, I guess. Not quite a sauce. Because I'm going to be cooking with some bourbon. Okay, I love a nice bourbon gravy sauce. I like that taste of it, especially when it comes with pork. So now I'm going to do is I'm going to take the rest of the onions, 2 peppers, 2 scallions, and 4 or 5 cloves of garlic. Just going to put that into the middle here. Just gonna let that go. Come over here. I'm gonna get a little bit of butter because I like that nice bourbon butter flavor. It sounds like a song, don't it? Bourbon butter. Okay. A little bit of butter in there. And the zucchini is done. I'm just finishing up. Let that all mix in together. I'm going to push that off to the side. I'm going to shut off the oil. Now this didn't make a lot, but it's just enough for 2 of us. Just to sort of get a little taste of it. These were nice size. I mean, they were pretty cheap too. I think they were like 2 for $1 or something like that. Pretty good. And we move the oil off the burner. And to the zucchini, I'm going to add a little bit of Tommy spice. Okay. Also some Tommy spice into the pan here. Okay, I'm going to pull this out and I'm going to start making the sauce and gradually add everything back together again. All right, this is cooking down. Now, what I'm going to do is kill the burner. This is flammable, so I'm going to add in a little bit of the bourbon. Sort of deglaze it. And also I'm going to add in some butter. I'm going to let this cook down. Okay, got most of the fond off the rim here. So I said, this particular wok right here, it's stainless steel. It's got a real heavy clad bottom, but the flame seems to come up onto the sides, and it gets a lot hotter because it is a thin wall. So this is it stir frying? Well, not really, but I like it concentrated so I can make a sauce with this, or gravy. And I'm going to keep adding in some butter. Boy, you can smell that bourbon. Now, if I wasn't keto right now, you could put some brown sugar in here, or you could put some honey in it, okay, and help thicken it up. So we're going to bring this down a little bit more. I'll keep putting butter in. Stir it around, and you can hear the sounds on the side. Okay, so we want to cool that down a little bit. Put it over. Try to thicken it up a little bit. But now I'm going to add in the rest of the pork. All right. Put that plate over there. I'm going to add in a little bit more butter. That was probably about 2 or 3 tablespoons of butter. And then what I did was I cut it down. Okay. Just gonna let this finish out. We're gonna let it cook, and I'll bring you back when we're just about ready to get this plated. But before I go, I gotta mention a couple things here. Now, past 2 months, going on 3 months, I went back hardcore again with doing keto, and I gotta let you know, this really works. I don't care what too many people say about it. Oh, you got to be careful about this. They nitpick keto to the bitter end, okay, to it doesn't make any sense anymore. Eating like this, okay, we actually reduce the amount of food that we eat, okay. I keep saying this over and over again. I get up in the morning, I have 1 or 2 cups of coffee, then I wait probably to around 10, 11. And then I'll have Maria make me some scrambled eggs, and that'll hold me over until a time like this. Now, right now on the clock right here it shows 4:58, almost 5 o'clock. Now this is kind of late for us to be eating because we were busy doing other stuff. But that's it. Now I might have a little bit of cheese later on. I'll have some pecorino romano, okay, and just have stuff like that. Maybe some olives. But I cut back drastically on what I was eating. And the reason why I'm saying this right now is because I was getting back into a pretty bad cycle of eating carbs, okay? And I'm telling you, I felt like crap. Eating like this, I'm walking around much better, okay? I stopped taking some pills and stuff like that. There again, not a doctor. But I'm trying to explain to people that you can't go wrong with eating like this. Less sugar, actually no sugar, less carbs. Now you're gonna have carbs sneaking in every now and then with things. Can you help it? Well, if you go strictly carnivore, yeah, you can get away from it. But I watch people that do carnivore. I watch these people. They're making I never heard of it before. Carnivore mac and cheese. What the hell are you talking about? It just, yeah. Okay, I'm gonna bring you back when we get ready to plate this. All right, here we go. This is looking really, really nice. And there again, we had no clue what we were gonna eat tonight, all right? So, the moral of the story is, don't worry about taking stuff out a couple days in advance, whatever. Use what you got. And I tell you what, you can't go wrong. All right, everybody, there it is. Quick, easy. I really love this. I love the pork tenderloin, by the way. It is fantastic. So there it is, everybody. Thank you so much for watching. A week or two ago, I hit 1,000 videos on YouTube, and I want to thank each and every one of you for sticking with me for going on 5 years now. Thank you so much. See you again. And like Julia Child used to say, bone in your teeth.
Welcome back to Las Vegas. The food here is outrageous. Tom Garvey, the keto cook, makes foods without a hook. Sit right back and watch him cook.